Hey guys, and welcome to my 5th video. Today we'll be discussing the different shotgun ammo types available in Battlefield 4 and which ones you should use on the various shotguns available. First off, what damage will each ammo do? For semi-automatic shotguns, the 12G buckshot will deal 18 damage in close range per pellet and 6 damage at a distance. The 12G Flechette for semi-automatic shotguns will deal 12.5 damage per dart in close quarters and 8.4 out to a distance. 12G Slug will deal a much greater 75 damage in close range and 38 at greater distances. Finally, the 12G Frag will deal 20 damage per shot and a pathetic 5 at range, as well as splash damage which is 25. For the pump action shotguns, the damages do change quite a bit in some cases. 12G buckshot damage is decreased slightly and does 15.4 damage up close and 5.2 at a distance. The 12G Flechette is also reduced and deals 11 damage in close range and drops to 7.4 at range. Penultimately, the 12G Slug will deal a lot more damage, scoring 100 per shot in close range and dropping to 38 at a distance, meaning its one-shot potential in close range is increased when compared to semi-automatic shotguns. Lastly, the 12G Frag also does more damage with pump actions, dealing 37.5 per shot in close quarters and 10 out to a range, again while also dealing splash damage which is also 25. Shots to kill we can only discuss for 12G Slug and 12G Frag, as buckshot and Flechette fire a different amount of pellets depending on the shotgun. So for semi-automatic shotguns firing 12G Slug rounds, the shots to kill will always be 2, unless you hit the head, in close range, or 3 at a distance. However, this ammo demands the greatest amount of accuracy and you're not guaranteed to hit your target when firing as fast as you can. 12G Frag rounds for semi-automatics will kill in 3 shots in close range and 4 out to a distance, taking into account the splash damage as well. For pump action shotguns, 12G Slug rounds will kill in 1 shot in close range, dropping off to 3 again at a distance. Finally, 12G Frag shots will kill in 2 shots in close range and 3 out to a distance, again including splash damage. Last thing we need to discuss is what range each type of ammo has. For 12G buckshot, both semi-automatic and pump action shotguns, the range is the same. The high damage is dealt up to 18 meters, where it starts to drop, and their minimum damage is dealt at 30 meters. The range for 12G Flechette is dependent upon weapon type. For semi-autos it deals full damage until 20 meters and drops off to a minimum at 15 meters. For pump action shotguns the range is a bit less than semi-autos, dealing full damage up to 12 meters and the lowest damage up to 30 meters. Both slug rounds have the same range models, full damage until 12 meters and dropping finally to minimum damage at 50 meters. Finally, for the frag rounds, they also deal with the same range model, doing full damage until 8 meters and dealing minimum damage at 40 meters. So with all of these things considered, which ammo type should you use? I have a general rule you should follow. For pump action shotguns, always stick to buckshot or Flechette, whichever is your favourite. For semi-automatic shotguns, you can afford to go a bit more creative, using slug or frag rounds as well. My reason for this is that while the slug rounds and frag rounds deal more damage with pump action shotguns, the fire rate is so low that if you miss or your shot does not kill, then you will probably be killed while pumping the weapon. Well, that's that. Thanks for watching guys, and please join me next time when we'll be covering the last XP unlocked sniper rifle, the SRR-61.